So this is our first test for the Spontaneity podcast. We don't really have any goals here. We just have a bunch of topics that we sort of listed, and I thought that they were really interesting and we would want to talk about them. So this is Nick Yarrow here, and I'm here with my good buddy here, Jaden.
Jaden Lynn, here I am.
All right. So how was your weekend, dude?
It was something else actually.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, like over the weekend, actually like Thursday and Friday, I go to UVU. Nick goes to UVU too, and I was like, I've been part of all these clubs and like trying to like get involved in UVU because like Wolverine spirit is lacking. First of all,
Yeah.
like
Trying to do the hand sign. What is it again?
I don't know. I think I look like Naruto right now.
Yeah.
Dropping the hand signs, but no. So I'm like trying to get involved. So my friends originally were like, "Hey, let's go down to Bryce Canyon." So I told them okay, but I've been trying to get involved. And so like, there's this one club called it's Wolverine Fund is what it's called, but it's for a venture capitalism class. So I'm like in the class and whatnot. I'm trying to like help out, kind of like brown nose my way into the club.
Mingle.
Yeah, mingle. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. I'm mingling.
Brown nosing.
I'm mingling my way into the club. Hopefully none of them listen to this. But so I was there till like 9:30 at night, and then we jump in the car to go down to freaking Bryce Canyon, which is 4 hours away.
Mm-hmm.
But literally we went down there and we stayed in a hotel, just me and some friends, and we just basically ended up sleeping the whole weekend. Went down, saw the canyon a little bit. It was pretty cute,
Okay.
I'll post pics for the Insta later,
Okay.
And then came back, and that was basically that.
So it was super productive.
Yeah.
Awesome. I mean, at least Instagram has record of that, so
That's
they
true.
know. Oh man. Over the weekend, what did I do?
What did you do?
Just work, I guess.
Plan the podcast?
Yeah. Pretty much put a script together. I mean, last night I had a bunch of buddies over and we played Jackbox games.
Well, there you go.
I love the Jackbox.
Which one's your favorite, though?
Oh man. I really like the new one, Jackbox Party Pack 5.
Okay.
Because they have that one where it's so genius. Basically, it's called Madverse City. And it's where you are a bunch of robots in a
And you're
rap
rapping.
battle. Yeah.
Yes.
And it does the the text to speech.
It's
And
really
so
clever.
freaking cool.
Yeah.
Like, that was genius, whoever came up with that.
Last time I did that, my raps were so fire, but the people I with were super sensitive towards the things I was saying.
Yeah, they got offended.
Like, I straight dropped. I mean, I probably shouldn't have dropped this, but I was like talking about Glock and people, and then I brought up like a school shooting. I was like, just like the school shooting, and they like everybody downvoted me. They're like, "That's too hard." And then like the next time I
You're
was
too
up,
hard for them, bro.
the next time up, I talked about basically putting somebody down, like the dog that they used to have. Like total personal attack. That person straight up like cried. And everybody else like downvoted me again. They're like, these raps are too hard.
They don't understand it's a professional,
Yeah.
it's a business approach,
Yeah.
You don't actually mean it.
It's not like I actually hate the people or the
I mean,
dogs.
if you did, you'd be a terrible person.
I would be. And I kind of am. I meant a little bit of it, not gonna lie. Mostly the school shooting part, but whatever.
So a couple different things happened here last week. Like, apparently, last, I want to say Wednesday. Let me see here. February 17th. So I guess it was a little while ago. Like a week and a half.
2
There
weeks
was, 2 weeks ago. There was a group of inmates near Port Richey in Florida who were being transported, I think, between two different prisons. And what happened was they had seen this car, and there was a baby trapped inside of it. And so what's really interesting about the article, too, is as the inmates saw the baby trapped inside of it, they somehow had gotten permission to help get the baby outside of the car. Which, I mean, in my opinion, I'd be really impressed if someone had managed to pull that off.
Without breaking. I mean, honestly, though, if you think about it, most of the inmates have probably had experience breaking into cars before.
That's true, yeah. I mean, if I were to have let's say we got 4 people lined up against a wall, and then
not a mugshot, not a
mugshot, of course. But apparently, here we go. Yeah, this is the video.
Yeah, just make sure every once
So
in a
yeah.
while you poke your head in the window so she doesn't think.
So it's really crazy because basically what they're doing here
She's
baby
alone.
doesn't pick
Start.
up on
is
strange
they just
things.
let them go and break into the car.
She started
Yeah.
bawling.
I mean, it's smart, they all have experience. I just love how there's like 50 people, like 5 sheriffs, like, all right, you
There
can
you
break in
go.
the car and get the baby, but don't run.
Yeah, they're
or
like,
we gonna shoot you.
you only can get the baby out. If you take anything else from the car, we'll take you down.
Don't take the weed. I see the joints in the back.
For real.
Electronic button.
Like, only steal the baby.
What's the law they'll do with
Bro, guess what I smuggled in? I put a whole stereo up my butt.
Do you think that, like, would this, like, take some time off of their sentence?
No way. They're probably doing this for funsies.
You okay, baby? Thank God you guys were coming out with a hanger, because it's amazing that actually.
Where did they get the hanger?
Dude, the prison wallet. The prison wallet.
The prison wallet.
It holds all.
I was thinking maybe it was like Deputy, Charles, just like was late for work one day and decided to take his shirt with him, and they're like, if only we had a hanger. And he's like, guys,
Dude.
I got you.
Deputy Charles sounds like somebody who would put his shirt on with a hanger still in the shirt. And
Exactly.
just be like,
maybe
"Oh,"
that's what happened. Yeah,
there it is.
Just pulled it out of nowhere.
pulls it out. Better than the prison wallet. No, but speaking of like inmate stuff, right? So I think this is so funny when it comes to inmate culture. We got this one, then we got like another article about the Girl Scout dude, right? About all the Girl Scout cookies.
yeah.
So
So-
it's so funny because you have these inmates who are like, nah, man, I finna shank somebody in prison, and like boy butt and girl butt's the same kind of butt, so might as well. But then when they see a kid, they're like, aw, save the kid. Or they see Girl Scouts and like, aw, let's buy $700 worth of Girl Scout cookies, get them out of the cold. Like,
Yeah, it's like that honor among thieves,
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, it's totally fine if I kill some dude from like a rival gang or, sell drugs to kids, but we gotta get this baby out of the car.
Uh-huh.
Or else he's not gonna make it.
Get the baby out. I just think it's so funny. It's like they're the kind of people, if you've seen that meme,
Mhm.
where it's like, oh, I smile and nod at the old people so they know I'm one of the good ones. Like, all criminals do that. They're like, oh, take care of the kids, but then I'm going to stab your
For
husband.
real though, they're all street smarts.
Mm.
Man. Speaking of other weird things that people did that they weren't supposed to, like that transition.
Yeah. Crime.
So there was this teacher in Los Angeles. I wonder if it'll tell me.
It makes sense it was in LA. Like,
You're right. I mean, like, if it was anywhere else, I'd be more worried. I wonder if it'll tell me what school.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
Well, if you read the article, they're like talking her up.
Yeah, real though.
Yeah, they even like bring Trump in there. Like, just like it. I'm like,
It's so good. So basically, what this article talks about is it says there's this Los Angeles teacher in, I want to say middle school or high school.
She's a sex ed teacher.
Yeah, she's a sex ed teacher.
And a sex counselor. it says
Oh,
in
yeah,
there,
you're
too.
right. Sex counselor. So, yeah, it was junior high. She's talking to 12-year-olds. And she decided to take it upon herself to kind of embody feminism by saying that women or girls, when they have their periods, it's not gross. It should be something that should be treasured because it's a natural bodily function.
Which I agree with, like, that's great.
Yeah. I don't agree with how she proved her point, though, because she just posted a picture on Twitter where she took her own menstrual blood and smeared it all over her face like makeup, like an entire
Like her whole
face
face.
mask.
It's
Like-
like a face mask.
Imagine, like, Darth Maul, but not nearly as cool,
No lightsaber.
No
force.
lightsaber. No, yeah, not a Sith.
Definitely not a Sith. She might be a Sith. She's looking pretty evil in that
Still
pic.
pretty wicked, yeah.
Yeah.
Her quotes are pretty good too. She says, I used to keep lists as a 12-year-old. What are the ways I could be more attractive? How could I hide my period blood? My skin, my wrinkles, my fat. I mean, this is kind of the opposite if you think about it.
Which, I mean, it's like, what are ways I can be more attractive? Let's smear period blood on my face.
No. Well, let me tell you, if I went on a first date and I saw a girl sit down with me and she had period blood all over her face, you know what I would say?
Gadzooks.
Absolutely nothing. I'd turn around and I'd leave.
That's just, yeah. I mean, and she talks about later in the article too about it's not disgusting because it just comes from your body. And she talks about it being sanitary and stuff. I'm sorry, but that's like if I were to slit my wrist, blood straight from the vein, and just rub it all over my face, people would look at me like I'm a freak, right? Why? Because it's unsanitary. People are grossed out by bodily fluids. That's like, I want people to like go to the bathroom more. So in order to teach my 2-year-old how to use the toilet, I'm gonna rub my own feces on my face.
Like
No.
the target.
Yeah, like make sure to hit the toilet, Jimmy. And to do that, I'm gonna pee on my own face.
I mean,
No.
like as a man, yeah. What are we gonna do if we thought like if we just poop in our hand,
Just rub it on our faces.
rib it on our face and our chest? Because it's a natural body function.
Yeah. Ugh.
Or maybe
So, I
just
mean,
like fart in a bag
fart in a bag. Yeah.
and just show it to people. Free sample. Like what? I don't know. Basically, she continues to say. Let me think here. It is a little to liberate other women and a lot of oh my gosh. It is a little to liberate other women and a lot to please myself. I get so much pleasure from this ritual.
Pleasure.
Ritual.
Pleasure from this ritual, dude. She sounds like a demon worshiper.
Yeah, like some kind of Mayan like.
I pleasure myself by rubbing blood on my face.
I get so much pleasure from this ritual, and I love feeling so free to share it, and I love not caring what the reactions will be. I'm really glad about that last part.
I
because
don't care,
I'm
'cause-
sure no one reacted the way she would expect.
No, she's not gonna get a cult together of people rubbing blood on their face.
The ritual. Oh,
my
man.
gosh.
I will do this every month until people are no longer shocked by it.
Every month.
Until,
Forever.
until no one's shocked by it.
Everybody will be shocked.
She made it sound like it's like her mission. Like I can see her picturing maybe one day having this fantasy like, oh, finally, I've rubbed period blood on my face and nobody cares. I've done it. Mission
Oh my gosh.
accomplished.
Mission accomplished. Nobody's gonna whatever. I can't. I don't even have anything to say left to say about that. That's just.
Oh
know.
man.
I get the mission, but delivery is bad.
And that's why I don't live in LA.
Yeah. Sorry for all you people living in LA, but wow.
Okay. So on to something more serious as we kind of move on to some more news here. Last Thursday night, to be more specific, UVU, well, not UVU campus, but an apartment complex next to the campus, about across the freeway, had, at the time, what we thought was called an active shooter, has since then been caught, and it wasn't somebody out to commit like a mass shooting. It seemed like just somebody who...
It was a personal vendetta.
Yeah. Let's see here, the article isn't loading. Fox was kind of talking about it. So you were on campus when this happened, right?
Yeah. So I was talking about the whole thing I'm trying to get a part of, mingle with the people. Not brown nose, because we don't use that word. But, just mingle with the people. And so I was on campus and that happened. So first of all, just like shout out to the family, because that's hard to have someone in your family get shot. But no, so I'm on campus and we get these texts, and you don't just get one text, you get like 3 texts from, you got the UVU police department, then you got like the Orem police department, and then you're getting all the emails too. Your phone just gets blown up, and that's the most interaction I've had on my phone.
Yeah,
in years,
I thought I was getting some texts from my friends too.
I was hoping for some pics, but whatever.
But, I mean, it wasn't the first time UVU was trying to hype me up.
That's true. They're trying.
Well, I guess UVU wasn't trying to hype me up. That sounds terrible.
That's awful. But no, so I'm sitting there and we're all doing this thing, and everybody in the room gets these texts, and it's like, do not worry, the UVU police department is on the job. And we're sitting in UVU, like in the school, and we're like, okay,
I
so
think
we have an
actually that's
active
what it is
shooter. Who's at
Yeah.
UVU?
No,
to
at the time,
to protect
yeah.
us.
At the time, I thought it was an active shooter,
Yeah.
because I think at the time they thought so too. I had literally have
they
the
called him
email
an
right
active
here.
shooter.
Yeah, it says UVU alert. Oh, someone hitting you up,
Dude, I thought my phone was dead. How is it still alive?
Yeah.
Some random number.
dude. Nice. Trying to sell you, trying to warn you about your social security
Probably.
agency.
Usually they don't do this late though. Usually they give it a freaking rest.
For real. So anyways, yeah, so basically I have the first email here. It says UVU alert as of 2:28 at 8:50 p.m. the Orem PD report a shooting near Parkway Lofts just south of the UTA Frontrunner station. Avoid area, shelter in place, not a test. Well, would they send one if it was a test?
I don't think they'd word it like that as
Yeah.
a test. It was like, when was that? When it was like a nuclear bomb is coming? What country was that? That was in a country. Did you ever hear about that?
I don't remember. No.
It was like a nuclear test warning for some country. Like,
Jeez.
so they sent it out to everybody, and everybody's like, "Oh hell, there's a nuke coming."
Yeah, what do you
It was
even
a
do at
test.
that point?
I don't know. Oh no, we had one too.
We did.
Yeah, it was like a nationwide alert system of like,
what the frick?
not intergalactic war. That's what I was about to say. Like, not interracial war. International.
The Empire's coming.
The Empire is here. Thanos has come. Holy, he's gonna wipe half of us out.
He's already killed the Avengers.
Yeah, that's no joke.
I
That's serious.
really love that they stapled "This is not a test" all over this email though. That's
Yeah,
so funny.
That's nice. Nah, but shootings are.
Yeah. So more to the story. Basically, what I thought was pretty interesting was they basically got we got emails every 15 minutes telling us stay in your shelter, cooperate with the police, so they come and talk with you and all that. But then the very next day, I got an email in the morning saying like, "Oh, we haven't caught the person yet, but we're still having classes."
But go to
so-"
school.
Yeah. So yeah, you still have that calculus class at 10 in the morning. Have fun.
Don't get shot.
Yeah. And then so I was reading this article too. It was published March 2nd. So it looks like the police had been searching for him after his name was Dominique Barnett at 26. Poor guy. That's seriously, it's really crazy when it hits you like that, Like,
Mhm.
that's somebody that we went to school with.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
It's
And
crazy.
It's even worse cause I had friends who lived there too, so I know people who like kind of knew the guy.
Yeah.
And it's just so sad. Like again, condolences to the family, but I mean, it's hard. Like I'm kind of like a chill guy.
Mhm.
I'm not someone who gets like really mad, but it's like hard to even fathom like wanting to just shoot another human for no reason. Just
it's crazy.
and even if some reason in his head he thought he had a reason,
Yeah.
which mind you, the guy who shot him had past history with like drugs and all that
Mhm.
stuff too. So what was going through his head, nobody knows. But I mean, just to like actually literally think of wanting to do that to somebody who hasn't physically harmed you is just
Oh, and it's crazy too, because I actually, when I first started at UVU last August, I didn't know about the bus system, so I would park in the Parkway lofts.
Yeah.
And I would walk across the freeway.
uh-huh.
So I was there like almost every single day, and it's crazy to think that like somebody in those apartments. And it says here, what's crazy is it says here in the article from Deseret News, they basically list that he used a shotgun,
Yeah.
which is so crazy to me. Like, wow.
I mean, they're a lot easier to get your hands on than like an actual handgun is. I don't know, just like he couldn't put that down his pants. Like, where was he?
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, shotgun ammo is cheaper, but like that's still just crazy to me because a shotgun, like those are brutal.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could never imagine that getting shot or anything like that. Like it's crazy.
No, that's bad. But I don't know.
But basically, it also lists here that about a day or two after the suspect, Elbert Pauley, I probably slaughtered that name, had actually turned himself into the police.
Oh, really? So you
Yeah.
didn't catch him. He's just like, yeah, I did it.
Yeah. I mean, they hunted for him, but I guess they could never, do it.
Yeah, Orem's a pretty big city.
Weird how that works.
Yeah. Holy. Well, maybe something a little bit more lightheaded now.
I'm lighthearted.
I'm lighthearted. I'm lightheaded. A little bit more lighthearted now.
Yeah, one thing that I loved and I came across on YouTube was a good age-old classic from Shark Tank.
Dude, this is
Have you ever seen this one?
Yeah, this is so bad. Like,
That's such a... It's...
what's it called? The Squirrel Punisher?
Yeah.
Like...
This was... Okay, just so everybody knows, I love Shark Tank. I think it's one of the best shows ever made. And it's because of stuff like this. It shows how just people can have really bad ideas.
Oh, yeah. And
So-
actually invest money to make that bad idea.
And then can try to convince other people to partake of the bad idea.
Participate in their trash.
It's so good. So basically, for those who don't know, this is the Shark Tank, where the show is about 3 or 4 business sharks, just really well off. What's the word for it? Like successful
Yeah.
business people. And basically, the show is about people go up to them and present their business idea that they have, and then at the end of their pitch, the sharks will either want to invest or make a deal or not. And so this particular one here we're kind of talking about is an anti-squirrel bird feeder. So I just want to kind of cut to some of my other
Squirrel-proof
favorite parts
bird feeder.
here.
Squirrel Boss is the world's first interactive squirrel-proof bird feeder. Now we know squirrels are...
Would I want like an interactive bird feeder though? Like, it makes it sound like a movie or something.
Yeah,
like,
it's
a,
not-
like a video
Like
game.
a robot that like hands out little peanuts or something.
are extremely cute, and they need to eat too. But they are 5-pound gorillas, and they are hogs. But
That was 2 animal analogies. Did you notice that? They're 5-pound gorillas and
They are
hogs.
gorillas and hogs, but they're also squirrels. So watch out.
We don't care about the gorilla pig squirrels. I just want birds eating out of my bird feeder.
Sounds like something from freaking Avatar. Like holy.
Or just maybe the guy like forgot the concept of animals.
Yeah.
And maybe he just like legit forgot that it was about squirrels. So he's just like throwing out animals. Oh yeah, it's gorillas. It's not good for them. Pigs.
Hogs. Nah.
Yeah. Elephants. Oh man. And squirrels too. Yeah.
He probably got this idea because his kid was out like eating the bird food. He's like, how do I keep my kid out of the bird
How
feeder?
do I stop little Timmy from eating the bird? feed?
Timmy, don't eat that. Let's just give him a harmless electrical shock.
That'll
Squirrel
teach him.
Boss, if you see a squirrel on your bird feeder, and he wears out his welcome, just press the remote control and deliver it.
He's seeking $130,000 for a 40% stake.
Yeah. First of all, 40% stake in your business is huge.
That's so much.
Second of all, wow.
I don't think I'd ever hear those 2 words together. $130,000 and bird feeders.
Yeah.
Anti-gorilla pig squirrel bird feeders.
Anti-Timmy bird feeder.
Timmy bird feeders.
Don't want Timmy in that.
Oh man.
Harmless static shock correction. That is similar to walking.
Static shock. Now I'm kind of believing your theory that a static shock correction, dude.
He sounds like some Freudian like
Yeah, like
experimentalist.
we need to teach Timmy.
Across the carpet and touching something. It tingles, but it doesn't hurt you. Who would like to challenge
I don't know about that.
It tingles, but it doesn't hurt you.
Oh man! So basically, what kind of happens is they watch him do it, and then they also realize a lot of big faults.
Like you have to be watching
You
your
have to be
bird
there.
feeder.
You have to be there and watch it. So I mean, I guess that is pretty interactive. It's kind of like a game if you think about
Yeah,
it.
if you literally have nothing else to do in your life, so you just watch your bird feeder and little Timmy, so you can shock him when anything goes
Little
wrong.
Timmy. Yeah, get back to your homework.
Get back to your homework, Timmy.
Maybe you could have invested in like a shock collar.
Yeah, there you
Or-
go. Timmy.
Yeah.
And all the squirrels.
So like instead of an actual bird feeder and just like shocking him only when he goes for the feed, you can just like maybe stuff the feeder down his shirt
There you go.
and then
Tape
yeah,
it on.
whenever
That's like some hardcore like nipple torture, you know? Like,
Yeah.
just, like put it on his.
it's on the sideways like across his torso,
That'd be good.
and then whenever he misbehaves, bam, a static shock correction.
Static shock correction. But you know, it's not painful.
It just tickles.
It just tickles.
Oh man. Okay, let's see what else I got here. That was really good. Have you
Yeah.
seen anything good recently?
I actually watched Scooby Doo,
Oh
The
man.
second one. like the movie, right? Like actually on the way back
On-
from Bryce Canyon.
Is this the one Escape from Monster Island or whatever?
No, this is
Okay.
Monsters Unleashed. So this is one where you
Oh.
get jacked Shaggy, which I'm pretty sure is the origin of all the Shaggy memes. If you've seen the Shaggy
Oh
memes,
man.
which I was in love with. So I've basically been walking around for the past 24 hours And when anybody questions me, I just tell them they've only seen 5% of my power. And
Yeah.
and it's understandable, you know? Like Shaggy's powerful ass. So.
Shaggy's powerful. I mean, yeah. I mean, I love the actor who was Shaggy in those movies. He was also from Knight's Tale.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was the redhead that gave the big speech everybody loved.
No, he wasn't, was he?
I'm pretty sure he was. I'll check it right now. But, like, I want to say he is.
If he is, then I love him too.
Like, I could be wrong. But, and if I am, I hope Shaggy doesn't come and, kill me in my sleep
Dude,
with all of his massive power.
he could just think about you and you would die. He doesn't have to do anything.
Who would win in a fight between Thanos and Shaggy?
Oh, Shaggy.
Yeah.
Shaggy by far. Like, or maybe Thanos wouldn't, but Thanos' car would. The ultimate Thanos. Have you seen that
Oh my
meme?
gosh, yeah, with the giant grill in the front.
It's so bad.
Oh man.
No, but yeah, Shaggy's the most powerful Avenger by far. Captain Marvel has nothing on him, even though Captain Marvel comes out next week.
Yeah, it does actually. Or I think it's this week actually.
Is it this Thursday? That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. There's actually quite a bit of controversy surrounding that too.
Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know all of the story, so bear with me here. I could be wrong. But from what I believe, there was an interview with Brie Larson, who is Captain Marvel. She's the main star.
Mm.
And I can't remember how it came up, but they asked her a question about if she's going to be afraid how people will review the movie. And she basically said something along the lines of like, I hope it'll be a good movie that not only white male people will like. And then like apparently they conducted a study that most like film critics nowadays in the whole industry are in that
Demographic?
Yeah, in that demographic there. So it was mainly like she doesn't want to pertain to just that, and apparently people lost their mind when they heard
Because
that.
you brought up white male.
Right? Like you had to bring in politics.
Gosh, I think people need to chill. And I get what she was saying, because, if that's primarily the demographic, then whatever, But, people get... There's all these... Oh, my gosh. I just can't tell you how much the whole, political correctness thing just bothers the crap out of me.
It got so bad to the point in this specific instance that people started review bombing Captain Marvel on Rotten Tomatoes before the movie even came out. And it got so bad that Rotten Tomatoes actually had to change their policy
Yeah.
to not allow people to give their opinions on a movie before the freaking thing comes out.
That also makes sense. Why
Yeah.
would you
It's just so
give your
funny
review
to
on
me.
the movie? It hasn't come out yet, Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, okay. So, backtracking a little bit, I was wrong. Scooby-Doo is not the guy
Oh, no.
from... you want to know who it freaking is?
Who?
He's Vision.
Oh!
Oh,
What?
that explains a lot. Yeah.
Wait. Shaggy's Vision?
No. The guy from Knight's Tale.
Yeah,
is Vision.
okay. I was like, what?
No, Shaggy. He's in like a bunch of really low key stuff.
Yeah.
It's Matthew Lillard. He was in Descendants, SLC Punk. Nothing I really heard of though.
Yeah. Okay, but real talk, Vision let me down in the last Avengers movie.
Yeah.
He has one of the freaking stones, making him one of the most powerful beings in the universe. And boy couldn't even 1v1 an alien who has a spear. It's an anti-Vision spear. What? No.
Not to mention, I never understood what his powers were.
Yeah.
I felt like every other scene he was doing something completely different.
He can phase through walls. He can shoot laser beams.
He can fly, and apparently he's really strong.
Yeah, and has super strength, which he doesn't use.
Yeah.
Huh. Cool.
I don't know.
Quality guy.
Knight's Tale was amazing though.
Yeah.
Who would win in a fight between, that guy from the Knight's Tale and the Vision though?
Like Shaggy and Vision? Shaggy.
Shaggy.
Shaggy by far.
No one can defeat Shaggy.
Nobody can defeat Shaggy. He is immortal.
What, in your opinion, what's your favorite Scooby-Doo movie?
That's hard. I like grew up watching Scooby Doo. You know, like all the
Like the animated ones?
yeah, the animated ones. That's what led me downhill to become the anime freak I am today.
Yeah. There was the preposition there for you.
Yeah, that's what started it was the Scooby Doo.
Man.
But I don't know, Monster Island was pretty great.
In case any of you are listening that are moms, don't let your kid watch Scooby Doo, or else they'll eventually just become a weeb.
And they'll turn out like me, so I don't know.
The one I really liked, I was actually talking about this the other day with someone at my work. One of my absolute favorite ones was the Zombie Island one. Do you remember that?
Oh, wait. Is that one where they eat a lot of crawfish?
I think so. Yeah.
I actually love that one.
And then like they think the zombies are people in masks, and they
Uh-huh.
actually are real freaking zombies.
There's like hot cartoon babes that are actually zombies.
I think they were like one of them was a werewolf. Or I need to watch that movie again.
That's true. Because they had their little moon dial.
Yeah.
I just remember them watching them eat that crawfish, and I wanted it so bad. I was just like, why don't I have crawfish? And I'm this like 7-year-old, like I used to be like a pretty chubby kid, so I was like the 7-year-old like chubby kid smashing his popcorn and just being like, where's my crawfish, Mom?
Mom.
She's like, we don't have any crawfish. We live in the desert. And I'm like, oh.
Mom, I want crawfish.
Ma, I want some crawfish, Ma. Like,
That's so good.
hmm.
That one was probably my favorite. I also really liked. Do you remember the Hex Girls?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was good too.
dude, and their song that they had.
It was pretty good.
I put a spell on you.
It was a bop for sure.
It was an instant classic.
Oh yeah. Man, everyone Shaggy's ever fell in love with has just turned out to be evil though.
Yeah,
Kind of a downer.
maybe that's what kind of fuels his anger, you know.
Mm-hmm. That's what gives him true power. This is heartbreak.
Oh, I got their song right here.
Yeah. Dude, this is where I got a thing for goth chicks.
Yeah.
Like,
Hit it, sisters.
Oh, that wind effect.
Zoinks! It's the witches! Easy, guys. It's just the Hex Girls.
Yeah, Shaggy.
yeah, Shaggy. Don't you like goth chicks?
Spell on me.
Yeah, you remember
You're
it.
gonna do what I want you to. Mix it up here in my little bowl.
Oh, man.
Say a few words
Yep.
and you lose control. I'm a
Hex girl, I remember now.
Oh,
Spell on you.
Put
Put a spell on you.
the blonde one's kind of crazy though. Like,
Yeah.
she's got that like, I'm gonna snort cocaine off your forehead. Like,
Like if you see them backstage, she's the one you don't talk to.
yeah. Ooh. The other two are, you know, like,
Yeah.
For you know, I'm not saying I have a thing for anime chicks, but if I did, you know, they'd be up there.
Definitely explains a lot, actually.
Yeah. Since Nick's like seen all the girls I've dated, like, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Well, you know.
I don't know what to say. Okay. So another, and this one I think is probably one of the best memes I've seen in a while was, it's a picture of Patrick from SpongeBob. It's the episode where Squidward, you know, he wants to get the marching band together so they can play at the halftime Super Bowl. That sucked, by the way.
So they can play Mobamba?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it was a sicko mode.
Yeah.
It was sicko
No.
mode.
Oh my god.
Not Mobamba. I was waiting for Mobamba to play too.
No,
but
yeah.
Travis Scott sicko mode
Oh my gosh. I can't get into
instead
that.
of Sweet Victory.
Yeah, that was such a migraine. But so yeah, so
Disappointment.
basically the episode is Squidward trying to get this band together so he can play at the halftime show at the Super Bowl. And it's the best part because there is a part where literally none of them know how to play instruments, and
Yeah.
Patrick is just asking all these dumb questions like he always does. He asks, he's like, is mayonnaise an instrument?
Mayonnaise an instrument?
He's like, no, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument. And so that one became a meme because basically a lot of people take that format. So this one, it's Patrick saying, is watching The Office a personality?
Holy. Dude.
And that hit home for me.
I think that hit home for a lot. Okay, especially from everybody from Utah County, like, or honestly just Utah in general. Oh, so what do you like doing for fun? I like watching The Office. Oh yeah, what's your favorite episode? All of them. I've watched every season 7 times.
I like the one where Michael acts like an idiot. and he does the dumb things.
That's all of them, sir. Like, I don't know.
The whole premise of the show. Like, don't get me wrong, The Office is amazing. Like,
Love
Steve
The
Carell
Office. Love
and BJ Novak, who wrote it.
Yeah,
Amazing job.
yeah.
It's
They
one of
did
the
awesome.
most influential shows in America, in my opinion.
Oh, for sure.
But- People need to relax. Like,
No
what?
worries. Well, like, I was on a date once, and this girl was straight up like, "Do you like The Office?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah." She's like, "Oh, who's your favorite character?" And I'm like, well, you know, probably like Michael Scott." She's like, "You can't pick him. Pick someone else." And I'm like, "Oh, what?" And she's like, "Oh, never mind. Oh, what's your favorite episode?" I'm like, "I don't know." And she's like, "Give me a quote." And I'm like, "Yo, you need to chill." She's like, "Honestly."
I think you're just mad she called you out.
Dude, no, I
You fake
was.
fan.
I was. And then
Fake
she's
fan.
like, "Honestly, if you don't like The Office, like, you might as well take me home right now." And I was like, "All right."
You're like, damn, check please.
Dude, I literally started turning the car around. She's like, "Wait, I was just kidding." I'm like, I don't know if
I'm
I
not.
am. Like, if you're in that intense about The Office.
And it's weird because, like, can you even really, like, dive into the lore of The Office?
No.
You know?
No, you can't.
Like, oh, in the Office universe, Michael Scott is, like, an idiot, but it's good.
Because Jim and Pam are there, and Jim makes fun of Dwight a lot and trains him to turn on his computer and salivate. Like, I don't know. It's just...
I watched it when I was 15, back when it was still on air, and I think they were just finishing it up. It was right
Yeah.
after Steve Carell left. So I think it was, like, only, how many seasons after he left? Like, two?
Yeah, I want to say
Something
two,
like
maybe
that.
3.
But yeah,
The
and I
Office,
liked
the
it.
Office fans right now are cringing. They're
Yeah,
like,
no.
it was exactly 37 episodes.
Yeah, they're gonna stick Shaggy on us.
Dude, no, Shaggy won't come after us.
Shaggy, yeah, he'd probably be on our side.
I'm Shaggy's swole mate, so...
If they send, like, the whole Office cast after us and we have Shaggy to defend us,
Oh,
we're all set.
yeah, Shaggy's got us.
Man. So basically, yeah, all of the basic people in Utah really like The Office and they quote it nonstop. Like, new drinking game, but since we're in Utah, just replace, you know, the alcohol with,
Mountain Dew, or
yeah,
Diet, what is it, Diet Dr. Pepper, or
Yeah.
Diet Coke.
or Dirty Dr. Pepper from
Dirty
Swig.
Dr. Pepper, wow. Do me dirty. That's...
Drink a shot of Dirty Dr. Pepper every time you're on Mutual and a girl references The Office in her bio.
Dude, you'd be Dr. Pepper wasted in like
Yeah.
2 minutes flat.
You'd be done. You'd have diabetes.
You get the diabetes. And,
Your blood sugar would be done.
no, you'd be looking like, oof, I don't even know, man. You'd be looking like Chungus over there. Big Chungus.
Chungus, big Chungus, dude. Okay, so this is probably so
Doesn't even describe it, just plays it straight up.
that's the only way I can. All right, so actually we're gonna play a game with this one. I'm just gonna play the video, and I want everybody listening to first kind of guess what it is, and then maybe I'll talk about it after.
And real quick, for you freaks that know what it is, like, I'm disappointed.
Get a job.
I'm disappointed.
Gotta put a confession with you, man. Oh, okay.
Holy.
So like I'm just so full of so many different emotions right now after watching that.
I've got so many things to say, but honestly,
Oh,
that
man.
that little guy over there just having his way with that shoe.
So yeah, in case you haven't figured it out yet, it's a turtle attempting to have sex with some dude's shoes. And that apparently is the noise that it makes when it's trying to mate.
It actually is. I haven't seen that video in particular, but my coworker showed me a video of two turtles,
Consummating.
getting it on, consummating their
The toitus coitus.
coitus. They were having some toitus coitus.
Toitus coitus.
No, and the reason why she showed me, she's like, "This is the cutest noise I've ever heard," and I'm like, "Are you serious?"
What
She's
is
like,
wrong with her?
I don't know. And I'm like, "What if like your man made that noise?" She's like, "Oh my gosh, I would love it." And I'm like, "You are literally a freak."
Yeah,
Like-
either you're a freak or you're fake. Like, no way.
Yeah, probably the first one though.
I feel like that's like the noise I would make if I just got out of the shower and I don't have a towel, right?
Mm.
So I'm trying to sneak back to my room, but I accidentally hit my like pinky toe on a table, you know? Like I'd be like,
That's kind of the noise when there's like when you have to do like the cold plunge, you know, over like Wolverine crossing,
oh
from,
yeah.
like the hot tub into the cold like pool, and you just step in and right below your belt goes under the water, and I go.
Yeah, no, yeah. Especially when the water like hits your balls.
Uh huh.
Oh man, that's
Right when it hits my nuts,
totally.
it's bad.
Or that was the noise I made at the end of Logan. When I saw Wolverine dying
Oh.
and I was just sitting there curled up in a ball, I was just why Logan? So yeah, that's apparently that turtle is now my spirit animal.
Wow. I can see it. I can see it. Wait, do you like the whole like neck extend? Yeah, he looks like a turtle. That's
That's the other thing too I noticed with it. Like, you can see his head moving. Like,
uh-huh.
he's totally going ham on it right there.
As fast as a turtle can go.
And of course, the shoe is a Nike. So maybe when the turtle saw it, he just said, "Just do it."
Just do it. Yeah, I get a little bit anxious, not gonna lie. Can you imagine a giant turtle running at you and doing that?
Oh man,
I would. Oh.
that might be like my nightmare.
I'm gonna have a nightmare about that later. Toitus coitus?
The toitus coitus.
No toitus coitus for me.
Nope. Shaggy would protect me.
He would.
I don't know. If any of you enjoyed listening, maybe thought we were kind of funny and not completely idiotic, feel free to follow us on Instagram or follow my SoundCloud account because that's where I'm gonna post a lot of these too. My Instagram is just Nick Yarrow, but the I is a 1 and the O at the end is a 0.
And I am Jaden Lynn, and my Insta is very basic. It's Jaden, Jaden _ DUH _ Lynn. So give us some follows. Figure out what we're doing in life. Hit us up if you have any suggestions or questions.
Oh yeah, for sure. Please message us with suggestions to talk about. And yeah, I'll see you guys all when I see ya.
I can't do this no more. 'Cause girl, I'm sickened by the thought of it all.